or when we did New England merge.
That was you
as well. It was like the merge that doesn't necessarily look like video game merge is so good. But yeah, dude. Also, these camera shots, y'all are killing it. Just saying.
All right. Well, we're gonna be getting into our next set here. It's gonna be Dark Wizzy versus Comet, and this is gonna be a high octane set. These two are gonna be brawling the entire time. If last set was not your preferred taste, maybe it wasn't your, the type of wine you like to drink, this is actually gonna be right up your alley.
Yeah, and these two players too, I think, it's really interesting because they're definitely known for playing more neutral interactions with their character compared to the average, right? Comet definitely I feel like we see him find a couple more resets with Fox on average than we see a lot of players. Wizzy, obviously known as the neutral. Mario trying to go out there with the neutral, or both players trying to find an edge guard. Neither one gonna do it, but that was just a whole interaction 7 ways to Sunday from before the bicycle closed out the stocks.
Yep. And Comet, for those who are unaware, actually one of the best Foxes in NA. I know we don't hear about him too much, especially if you don't kind of do any deep dives into other regions, stuff like that. We're all aware of but Comet is up there, is definitely a threat to a lot of players. So you definitely cannot sleep on this guy at all. He does a lot of work, he grinds a lot, he's definitely gaming all the time. So as you can tell with Dark Wizzy right now, who's also kind of trying to catch up to his pace here, he's learning.
Yep. And I really appreciate his willingness to just back off and laser here, right? Mario has a lot of really safe hitboxes, a lot of fast hitboxes, but they're not very big. And so Fox able to just kind of slow the pace of this game down, run away, and just add some chip damage if he gets too far behind.
And that was actually just super smart from Comet there too, to kind of maintain your jump, right? Don't go ahead and use that, because he knew that Dark Wizzy's going to be using that flood a lot. We all know that Dark Wizzy loves using flood, right? Oh! Almost sends it to the blast zone.
Yeah, hold on though. This is ultimate, not Smash 4, right? So Wizzy maybe trying to catch the Fox Phantasm into special fall there. But that doesn't happen in this game. Comet though breaking some ankles.
Yeah, no, that was I think that was a little bit of Dark Wizzy being a little too willing to go out there and be a little bit risky, and honestly he paid the price for it. But Comet, then again, on top of his game right now, he's holding a great lead with what could have been Wizzy's lead here, but goes to the back throw, not going to be enough to take that stock.
Yeah, he was able to get back to stage there too, because Comet ran across the full stage, shot a single laser, and then tried to run back in, and just gave up so much space. Dark Wizzy able to take the center stage on his terms, find the down air for the stock, and now maybe trying to fish for something else. That was almost very scary.
Okay. Oh. All right, that's huge. Yep, up air. Gonna be looking for it? No. Oh, I like that. He definitely knew that the stall was gonna be coming out from Comet and tried to stall himself to see if he could try to find a way to get that stock done. That was actually really scary. The cut behind us even going, woo! And that's not gonna be enough here. No, great DI from Comet. One more chance to stay alive. Oh, trying to go for it all.
Yeah, try to use the cape. I love using the cape there too. Ooh, right, to just both mix up, trying to get Comet turned around or something else. But Comet now going all the way out there, but not able to get the right hits. Wizzy not able to get away with it, but the fair not going to come in as well. Not able to get that reverse aerial rush in time. And Skiff now, Wizzy trying to find a way back to stage. Comet going to give it to him, and it's going to be the up smash. The iframes on that noggin. Wizzy going 9,000 IQ to take this first one.
Dude, they are both reacting so heavy in the set. It's game one.
Yeah,
Comet's standing up. Wizzy's
yeah, literally breathing into his fist like this, leaned down,
That actually is a really good way to calm nerves, by the way.
Yeah, no, it is, but yeah, he's shaking out. These players are tense.
Yeah, dude, they both want this so bad. Dude, this is going to be such a sick set. Dude. Already a fantastic game one, and both players are feeling it.
Because, the storylines, too, right, are that, Comet has always been a player, the best in Wisconsin, for a large part of this game's lifespan, but it's never quite performed the way he has in region, out of region, and definitely has those upset wins. Very talented player. And then on the flip side, right, Dark Wizzy, one of the titans of the first half of this game, kind of since COVID, hasn't really regained that footing for a lot of reasons, in part just lower attendance, has other stuff going on in his life, and that's okay. But these two right now have a chance to make it into top 16 here at Afterburner, when and I think it means a lot more to most of them, to both of them, than it does to a lot of the rest of the players in this bracket.
All right, well, here we go. Going to be getting into game 2 here. Man, they took such a long break in between games. These guys have so much recovery time just between that. All right, well, let's see if this game 2 is as fire as the first one. I have no doubt it will be, and we're going to see these players kind of get to it.
Yes, sir. Between the Fireballs and the Firefox, I think it would be hard for it to come up short. But right now, it's going to be Comet trying to keep the pace of this game a little bit slower, just willing to play under the platform. I really like the unwillingness to fight Mario on that Pokeball, because if he finds any hit at low percent, right, it just leads into that platform extension combo. You take him under the platform, he doesn't get those extensions, and you have the chance to catch the landings just like that with an early stock. Comet is playing the positioning game on PS2 beautifully.
He does have a little bit of that home field advantage as well. You got the crowd behind him making noise every time he even lands like the smallest of hits.
Yeah, and that definitely does make a difference, right? Especially when you've driven a couple hours and your opponent got off 2 flights and a slight time change, right?
Yeah. Okay. Taking his time usually. Yeah. Look, I got a lead. I'll sit here and shoot lasers all I need to.
It's like, I think players too are so used to Foxes just being willing to approach in that position because, right, we think of Fox as this high octane, super aggressive character. But guess what? He's super fast, has great frame data, and laser. So if you don't, if he doesn't approach, it can often be hard. The problem is Comet sometimes get too caught on the patience and is giving Wizzy a couple opportunities to approach for free.
Oh, that was just such an unfortunate scenario there. Accidentally going off stage and paying the price a little bit. Took a little bit of damage, nothing super crazy, but still just something you don't want to be in, because making a mistake like that can really stay in your head, and that is not going to be enough to take that stock. That would have been huge for Wizzy.
Nope, but the great DI from Comet going to give him another chance. Still not able to regain center stage. Love the raw up tilt, but going to break the ankles on the F smash as well. Comet finding a way to get a little scrappy, get out of dodge, and again, just willing to stand there menacingly, force Wizzy to kind of come in on him, but it's these long dashes where he's trying to then catch you with your guard down that Wizzy just isn't biting on and is willing to find these reversals and these advantage takes off of.
Oh, dude, okay, had the reaction there to kind of get that up tilt. Beautifully played from Comet right now. And again, what seemed to be a bit of a rough start into the stock too is definitely working out for him. That back air, not going to be enough there. Great DI from Wizzy.
Gets a little over aggressive though, and that's going to give Wizzy a chance to get back to stage. Wizzy though not going to leave the corner early, and Comet going to take advantage of that with the shield poke for the stock. Wizzy now trying to find the 2-0 lead, but going to have to do it from a slight deficit.
Oh, what a fireball.
Fireball, but dude, just not enough.
I mean, it's never going to be enough. I mean, but just still, scouting out or just sniping out that double jump as well. You kind of force him to do the other recovery. Gives you another chance to potentially get that edge guard, maybe that dash attack to kind of set up Comet for something else. You get the stock anyway, so going to get into a last stock scenario here. And again, both players are playing so damn well.
Comet trying to go for the light classic there, right? That rising drill on the platform into the up air extension. Just not able to find it. It's so good on PS2 at these low percents, but instead just conceding it, right? Giving Dark Wizzy this chance, and the up special, that not gonna do it enough just yet. Comet having some great DI throughout this one.
Okay. Ooh. Dashing around here, certainly taking his time. Wizzy in full control, and is certainly looking like they are feeling good here. Okay, I like that. Using the double jump and the forward air to give yourself a little bit of extra air. Oh, yeah, dude, we're going to see Wizzy be throwing out that up smash probably quite a few times here going into the end of this. Yep, there's another one.
Yeah, I mean, it's been his moneymaker, right? Like, that's been kind of clutch for him both games so far in taking some stocks in contested situations. Delays the roll in slightly, but doesn't get away from the neutral air and skip. I mean, Fox, that button on Fox just feels inevitable.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He definitely tried going for a crazy read on the roll out for that forward smash. And honestly, the fact that Wizzy just was not able to punish that, I feel like he probably could have put some more pressure on there if he didn't get a hit at all. But still, wasn't able to do it. That's fine. You had another chance, but damn, it didn't really matter because Comet was on top of it. He was looking for every possible way to try and close it out. And look!
Those are our mainstream
That's
casters.
Willow and Mochi. Yeah, they're actually casting over there on mainstream. You guys can check that out right now.
Did you see who was there before they were there? It was you, looking very different.
What?
It was your tweet.
Oh yeah, no, that was Kevin.
No, it was
the
you. That's you.
Production asked me to post that so they could put it on the stream.
Speaking of though, it looks like they're already into the next game. If we can get swapped on over, but Wizzy gonna take you off the platform. The Shine gonna get out of dodge though. A quick 60% on Comet, going to not be the way he wants to start this game, and honestly, the fastest opening we've seen from Wizzy.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. I do like the fact that he went for that down smash though to see if you do get on the inside of him, you could potentially take that stock, but you just put him off stage really far, if anything, and just wasn't able to get that. We're gonna see the back throw, put him off stage here once again.
And
Wizzy, again, utilizing that flood so much.
But Wizzy is the best Mario, I think, in the world at these edge traps specifically, and just not just using flood, but also the smash and X, just kind of, instead of edge guarding you, just letting you, again, catching you at the ledge, catching you in the corner on the get-up, just like that. He's been doing it for 6 years, and it feels like people still don't have an answer to his flowcharts.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yep, good damage here. Oh, wow, beautiful. Getting that forward tilt on the extension on the platform as well. Trying to go for a big, meaty forward air. And again, we're going to see all sorts of up smashes coming out from Wizzy as he's going to be trying to just open up, to start combos or close stocks out. It's definitely a very strong move from Mario here. But now, Comet, again, trying to put so much pressure to get him towards the ledge, and Wizzy just slips right through.
And Comet there with a couple up throws, right? Not something we see very often in Ultimate, like generally preferring the down throws, forward throws, back throws in this game to the vertical. But under platform, maybe that was the idea. Instead, though, not just Comet, not able to get too much more. Wizzy going to continue what has been just what feels like a continuous neutral advantage kind of ebb and flow for him this game. Comet still just trying to get anything more than a couple of hits started.
Yeah, I think definitely what I'm seeing right now, noticing, is that Wizzy has been converting a lot better off these neutral wins, and has just been racking up more damage, being able to close out more stocks, and it's definitely a lot more apparent in this game 3. He's up 3 stocks to 1 here. Comet has definitely got to lock in.
Yeah, Wizzy's doing a great job now sitting on platform, recognizing that that's often the opportunities when he's coming down off of it that Comet's jumping in on. And he's mixing up his drop-off timings on these platforms to kind of catch Comet on the approach and reversals here to find advantage states in the right position. It's really, really clever.
I feel like Wizzy is starting to get a little sloppy here, probably just getting comfortable with the lead that he has at the moment, but definitely got to be working a little bit harder. You got to stay, again, locked in here to just make sure you can try to close this one out. Like, yeah, a 3 stock would be nice, right? And 2 stock is also fine or whatever, but like, you got to make sure you still get that W at the end of the day.
Yeah, right. Like, this is not a round robin, as you said, Skip. He did seal out the 3 stock, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's a JV4 or last stock, last hit, right? All that matters is who's on that victory screen, and Dark Wizzy locking it in now for the counter pick advantage. And honestly, in this matchup, right, that could be huge. We've seen the whole game on PS2 so far, but giving Mario, I think the character in this matchup who has by far the more volatile stage counter picks, the ability to dictate that on a potentially decisive game 5 is a huge advantage.
All right, well, let's see what happens as we get into our game 4 here. And man, a strong performance from Wizzy in that game 3. Going to be looking to keep that momentum going here to try and close out Comet out of the tournament as well. So keep in mind, this is loser side here. So both these players are fighting for the tournament lives.
Yeah, the Comet out of the competition. The alliteration goes hard, but so too does this Wizzy early on, just racking on these up airs, the back airs, just blocking Comet to the very, very edge of stage. He finds a way in, but just not able to get the advantage state, dropping not 1 but 2 dash attack openers. And Skiff, it feels like maybe the pressure is starting to set in on Comet a little bit.
Okay. Oh, yep, good trade. We'll take that every day of the week. Dark Wizzy takes that first stock in game 4. Comet reacts super, super hard here. Is going to be trying to find a way to even things up. But man, the way that Wizzy's playing right now, I just don't know if he can be stopped here.
Yeah, this is vintage Dark Wizzy right now, right?
Yep.
Like this high octane, I'm going to abuse Mario's safe buttons. I'm going to push you in the corner, and I'm going to play just a steady pace of play that just wears you down mentally.
Yeah, I mean, Comet is just full throttle. Like, I'm going to go at you. I'm going to try and put as much damage down. I'm trying to take these stocks as fast as possible, but I feel like that's starting to bite him in the butt here a little bit because, like, yeah, you like to press buttons, but so does Mario, and Wizzy is really taking advantage of that.
Yeah, and, like, Wizzy's, I feel like, very willing to not give... he's willing, I should say, to give Comet this space, recognizing that Comet, in this more measured, keeps relying on initial dash. Initial dash in Ultimate is a commitment, and Wizzy, throughout the entire set, has kept punishing him for it.
Okay. Right now, up smash just slipping right underneath that back air. And now Comet reeling back, does get a stock underneath him now. Maybe that's going to be enough momentum here to try and reset how he's feeling. Maybe try, get something going here and get start Wizzy.
I don't know if you saw that in the player cam though. After he took the stock, he stuck his tongue out, shook his head. He wasn't happy with how it's going. And if you're frustrated when you're doing the thing you're trying to do, that could get a little scary. Right now, though, Comet's using that anger to fuel him brighter, and he's turned on the afterburners right now as he tries to stay in this bracket.
All right, here we go. Oh, didn't get that turnaround for that back air once again, and honestly, really got to hand it to Comet, though. I don't know what he's done for a reset, but he's definitely been playing a lot better.
Yeah,
he decides he's had enough here.
You could tell, and you can see Wizzy too, right? The eyes, the cheeks, the grimace. That one was tense.
Yep, really unfortunate. You don't like to see that, but hey, sometimes